Welcome to day 5 of Handmade Holiday. Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite Christmas projects, the Kissing Ball Ornament. It comes in cranberry and white. Now these cute little kits have almost everything you need to make your own kissing ball ornament. All you have to add is a needle and thread. So today we're going to make a white one. Now inside your kit you will receive a 3 cm felted wool ball, 15 inches of twisted cord. You will also get a Noel charm and a handful of Just Another Button Company buttons. These are going to embellish the top of your kissing ball ornament. You will also receive a small rectangle of wool and the instructions and freezer paper that you need to assemble your ornament. I've gotten a little head start on our ornament today. I took my pattern for the leaves and I traced it on the piece of freezer paper inside the kit, traced on the dull side, and then lay the shiny side down on top of your green felted wool and iron it down. Just use the dry setting on your iron, you don't need steam. Once it's stuck to the wool, then you cut along the traced lines and it will actually separate your wool into 2 pieces that we are going to trim the ends off of. And then we are going to join them together. So I'm just going to meet them end to end, and I'm going to take a couple of stitches right here to meet them together. Okay, so I have made one long piece out of those 2 short pieces. Now I'm going to put this aside for a minute, and I am going to attach the twisted cord to the top of my felt ball. Tie a knot here in my thread. Okay, I'm going to start with the end that has the knot already tied in it. And I'm going to put the knot on top of my felt ball. I'm just going to take a small stitch in the felt ball, which just means you take a little pinch of the felted wool. You don't have to stitch all the way to one side of the ball and back. Just take a little bit of a pinch of the ball, and then I'm going to sew back through my thread. So I'm going to separate the strands because I'm working with a double strand here, and I'm going to pull this tight. That's going to secure my thread. I'm going to take one more stitch just in the same spot, and then I'm going to sew back through my loop and pull it tight. Okay, now I'm going to sew through the knot of my twisted cord. And then I'm going to sew back down through the knot and into the felted wool ball, just to attach it lightly to the ball. This is going to become the top of my ornament where the hanger will begin. Okay, I'm going to take another stitch and sew through my loop to secure my thread, and then I'm going to clip off the tails. Okay, so now the next step is to wrap the twisted cord around the ball and meet it back at the top. Now I'm going to use a pin to keep my my cord in place as I attach it in another spot. I want to meet them at the top so that I know that I'm going all the way around the ball and cutting it in half, just like that. Now I'm going to go to the bottom of the ball, so here's my top, here's the bottom, and I'm going to attach the twisted cord to the bottom of the ball in the same way that I just did with the top. Now we've got it attached at the top and the bottom, but where it meets again at the top, we want to attach it one more time to the ball. So I'm just going to stitch right here at the ball to secure my thread at the top. Okay. Now we've formed the basics of our ornament. Now you can either trim these tails here or leave them for added texture, which I enjoy, so I'm going to leave mine. Let's put this aside and prepare our leaves for the top of the ornament. So the two pieces that you have tacked together, we're going to gather along the straight edge. So we're going to use a running stitch and a double strand of thread. We're going to start at one end and take large stitches. Okay, once you reach the end, then you're just going to pull your thread tight so that this all bunches up like this. And then you're going to secure your thread at this other end just by taking a little stitch into the end and sewing through your loop. By taking this little stitch, you're making sure that your gathers will not come undone. Okay. I'm going to trim this. Okay, now the next step is to create a circle with these gathered leaves. So we are going to arrange it so that the leaves are on the outside and they are going to fan out as you form your circle. So just like this. And we're going to take a couple of stitches and meet the ends right there. Okay, there's your circle. Now clip the thread tails, and the next step is to thread your twisted cord through the circle. So I'm going to push this in through the hole that's in the middle, and I'm going to slide it down until it reaches the ball. Okay, and then we're just going to tack it in place. Once you've got it tacked on, you can just arrange the leaves however you like in a natural, random way. And then you're going to attach your buttons. Now there's a diagram on the instructions with placement for the buttons, but I'm just going to pin them in a decorative way on the top of the leaves to show you. Okay, now there's 3 more buttons that you can add, or 4 more buttons that you can add, but I'm going to show you how to finish off the ornament. So we're going to take the other end of the twisted cord and we're going to thread it through the charm. Okay, now that I've got it pulled on pretty far, I'm going to tie a knot. in my twisted cord, leaving a tail of about 1.5 inches. That's going to keep my charm from sliding back off the end. And then I'm going to trim the end of the twisted cord, and I'm going to unravel it just to give it a little bit more interest. It'll be more tasseled. Okay, and now when you hang it, you can hang it over a Christmas tree bough. Just hang this over one side and hang this over the other side. Okay, there you have it, a finished kissing ball ornament. This is one of my favorite projects that we've ever made at Just Another Button Company. In fact, one year we made them for our Christmas party. So gather up several of your friends and you can all make one for your Christmas trees. Thank you for watching Day 5 of Handmade Holiday.